Joseph, maybe in coming up the ladder, you had weekends like this, but I'm trying to think of an IndyCar weekend that went much better. Quick time right off the bat, win the pole, big 10-second lead early, handle the rain, handle the dry. Maybe the best weekend in IndyCar?
It's close, very close. I still think that Iowa win was awesome. I mean, that race car was untouchable. I don't know what we did that day, but that was probably the best car I've ever driven. That's not knocking on this. This was an amazing race car. I mean, this was perfect.
But I mean, from start to finish, it was.
Yeah, I mean, if you
you
look at the weekend, I mean, the strength of the team was very impressive. I mean, they were strong, but we had to work for it. I mean, it wasn't as easy as it looked. I mean, I think we rolled off a lot better than everybody. We had a little more testing time in the off season at this specific track. But then as Saturday came, everyone kind of closed that gap, and then we kind of regathered ourselves, got the pole. Obviously, had Will right with us, and Pagenaud wasn't very far behind. So we had a lot of strength on Saturday, and then it was just, like you said, trying to put it all together with the mess that we had yesterday was very difficult, and thankfully, whatever happened, we kind of worked our way through it.
Kind of fun when the race starts just to be able to take off like today and just not save fuel and race hard and drive as hard as you can, like qualifying laps, 10-second lead like that.
It's a rare day. You don't get to do that very often, I feel like, in IndyCar, but you know, sometimes you do. Sometimes we just go, and today we just went. I think it was the right strategy. You know, Tim did a great job. The team did a great job of just trying to forecast what was going to happen. And then I think the only thing we didn't think about was that rain pop up. And I didn't think any rain was going to pop up during the race. It looked beautiful at the start. It seemed like it was going to be a pretty easy sailing day. It was really just about yellows at that point. Do we get caught out by a yellow or not? And then how do we react? And then it turned out we had to react to the weather. So that was way more stress than I wanted for today, but fortunately we kind of managed that situation really well. And for a minute I thought it wasn't going to go our way. I thought, you know, we came in to get rain tires when it was starting to come down, and it was the right thing to do. We had everything to lose. But if it didn't continue to rain, Bourdais and Hunter-Reay would have looked like heroes. And it almost happened today. So thankfully it kept raining, and it worked out today.
If you'd have heard their radios, I think you would have been a lot more serene in the cockpit, because Bourdais like, I cannot stay out here another lap. There was 7 minutes to go. They were like, you got a 13-second lead. And he's like, I cannot drive it. Is it hard to explain to people how impossible it is to drive when it's raining that hard on slicks?
Let me tell you, it was super impressive what they were doing. When Ryan went by me at the level of water that was down, I was very impressed at what he was doing, and what Bourdais was doing was phenomenal. So you cannot undervalue how talented these guys are. I mean, if it stopped raining at that point and it was that level of water, those guys would have managed it to the end and they would have beat us. And that's because they're that good. So yeah, I was very surprised. I'm not surprised that Bourdais was screaming. I would have been doing the same thing. I'd been like, this is a nightmare. I'm going to put it off the track by accident, and you guys are going to hate me for it. So that's probably what he was worried about. But they did a great job, and you know what? They made the right call until it was too much, and then when you saw it was too much rain, they came in to get those rain tires.
Okay, I shouldn't share this with you because you're back in the points lead, but there's rumors there's going to be 3 races here next year. The season opener, one in the middle of June, and the season finale. Would that make you happy?
I hope so, man. Let's run the whole season at Barber. That'd be great. It's the Barber Verizon IndyCar Series coming in 2019.
All right, Newgarden's back in the point lead. Brian, thanks for shooting our pictures for us. Thanks, kid.
See ya.